Okay guys, welcome back. Now at this stage that we just want to add one more level of the hierarchy to our existing model that we previously discussed about the fact what's going to happen to the brain size if those persons are either classified as dementic, non-dementic or converted. And now we are just going to add one more level of hierarchy to one of those levels that what's going to happen if those persons who have been identified to be as dementic and suffering from the Alzheimer's, how the size of the brain is going to change depending on what classes and what stages of the Alzheimer they are suffering from. If they are at the severe stages of the Alzheimer or no, they are at the early stage and they are suffering from the mild cognitive disorders then. In order to do that, the first thing that we do, I have the data sets from the model B, which I create as a list. I'm just going to go ahead with the data itself. And I'm just going to check with the CDR. You see that we have 4 different of the scores which have been assigned to that. If I check to see how many levels do I have, it's going to be very easy. I'm just going to put the functions at the n levels. I'm just going to execute that and let's see how many levels do we have. You see that we just got 0 levels of the CDR. This is going to sound strange because we know that we have already 4 levels of the CDR depending on their score. Then as a result, in order to see the correct levels, the thing which I'm just going to do, I'm just going to go ahead with the data. I'm just going to go with the CDR. And the only reason which I got 0 was that I didn't just convert the CDR into the factor. I'm just going to put the CDR, execute the code, and now when I just find the n levels, you see that I just got 4 levels of the CDR, depending on the scores, which the participants in our study they obtained. We obtained now 4 different levels of the CDR. And now, in order to define the data sets for our study, the thing that we do, I just need exactly the same data stand model which I created before. And the only thing which I need to incorporate right now is that to add one more level of the data to itself. And in order to do that, I'm just going to add simply one level of the integers, which it refers to be as the C. And for the C, I'm just going to go back to check as the n levels, for the n levels of the data. And I'm just going to subtract, I should say, the CDR from it. And also the other thing which I'm just going to do, I'm just going to just put an index to all those patients suffering from the Alzheimer and say that, for example, each person from what level of, for what stages of the Alzheimer they are suffering from. Then as a result, I just put the as integer. And for the as integer, I'm just going to go ahead as again, subtract the CDR scores from the data. And now at this stage, I can understand each patient, how they just suffer from what stages of the Alzheimer they are suffering. And now I can just also change the name of the model as I just call that the data stand model C. Then at this stage, it's going to be ready to just move on to the stand and write the model as we expected. Then I can't wait to see you back at the next session that we just write the stand model.